He is probably the most popular man of the cloth in the country right now. Having grown from this unknown young man in the background of ministry to now commanding one of the arguably biggest following of any one given man in the recent history. The man who went against the norm and usual rule of the book that has every aspiring man of God move to the city to find a better platform to launch their ministry in places where there is an already existing human traffic or population. But he moved to the middle of nowhere in the heart of Chonyi in Kilifi County, and instead of following the crowd, the opposite happened. The crowds came to him quite literally. This is none other than Pastor, or is it Evangelist Ezekiel Odero. Consider the mega church with the massive seating capacity of 45,000 worshippers in one sitting. And mind you, 95% of these are not local residents, but people following him from all over the world. And oh, they do not come empty-handed. Before I come back to tell you about the money part, let me tell you something about the kind of economy that Pastor Ezekiel moves as you press the like button and the subscribe button as well to my channel. Now, during the August holidays, while traveling from upcountry, I noticed something very peculiar. Several booking offices had a designated bus or shuttle booking specifically to New Life Mavueni. The same applies in several other towns, by the way. If you go to Mombasa SGR terminus, you will find the same right there. What kind of influence is that? Before he left for Mavueni in Kilifi County, he was in Mombasa, somewhere near Shanzu, a place called Majaoni. And his presence there grew that little unknown outskirts of Utange, Mombasa, into a vibrant place full of businesses right now. Although things have slowed down a little bit now that he left, but then he went further into the interior, only to turn that remote and previously uninhabited Mavueni place into a city with a mega church, hotel, international school, a massive dam, an upcoming university, all state of the art. You know, I will let that sink in for a moment. How did he make all that money? While at the Senate hearing committee during the Shakahola inquiry, Pastor Ezekiel shed some light into the little known facts about his massive empire that was built in a record short time. I want to give you a brief sneak preview of what to expect. Even though he didn't give the exact value of the church accounts, New Life, unlike many churches, has services almost daily, with the exception of a few days here and there. What stands out is that every service has a tradition of giving something that he calls sacrifice offering. This one is given at the end of every service and is believed to be the key that causes the doors to unlock for your expected miracle. Now, being the most important altar moment, many worshippers who go to this particular church have needs. And so, assuming 40% gave a sacrificial offering, which, mind you, comes with numbers 5 for 5K or 50K, 7 for 7K, 10 for 10K, 12 for 12K respectively, and whereby the numbers have specific meanings according to your particular need. I will not go into that. So now, if assuming 10,000 believers were on service, either online or physically or combined, which, mind you, is a mere joke compared to the numbers that turn up. But anyway, 40% of that number gave the least sacrifice, which is 5K, for example. That will be 4,000 people giving 5K each, and that makes the approximate total contribution for that particular day, wait for this, something in the neighborhood of 20 million. This could be very little. By the way, remember we are working at the lowest end. Therefore, just 15 service days in a month, and you will have a monthly contribution of anything between 300 million to 1 billion. But now, here is the plot twist. Pastor Ezekiel said that he is not a billionaire, and I will tell you why I believe him. And the fact that I think that he is a billionaire, without being a billionaire, he even welcomed the ESCC or any other body that is interested in doing a financial lifestyle audit on him. Let me take you back a little bit. The church is registered, the schools are registered, the hotels are registered, and all these are run as business entities. But who owns them then? That's the big question. So Pastor Ezekiel has all this wealth that he built from the bottom up, but he owns nothing. How now? If he wants to buy the latest Porsche car, atashindwa. If he wants to go for a vacation with a private jet to a private island, atashindwa. He might not own anything, yes, but he can have whatever he wants. And herein lies the lesson of this video. Pastor Ezekiel, just like many billionaires out here, have practiced something that when you grow up financially, you should definitely emulate. This is not me trying to say what Pastor has done, because his life, decisions and choices are personal, and his values and calling, but the bottom line here, own nothing, but have everything that you would ever want or need. And how is that possible? Register companies, because when you grow a company, it has a life of its own. Don't buy properties, don't buy cars, don't fill your bank accounts. In fact, become an employee of one of your companies with a small salary. Now you see, when anyone comes for you, they will find you broke. But then you own stuff through your corporations. You get tax breaks, you get an easy continuity of your businesses, and you won't be stressed by the laws of succession, which affect mostly those who die with properties written under their names, assets written under their names. In the eyes of the law, Pastor Ezekiel is protected. And even if you do an audit on his life, you will truly find nothing. But each day, he is becoming noticeably very powerful. He said he chose to do things differently and put to use the offerings in a place that will benefit mankind. Unlike those who enrich themselves, his words and not mine. And since someday you will grow up financially, don't forget the lesson. See you in the next video.